Now then, so today we're trying out a list that will look really, really weird. So this is a siege list from a player in China who's supposedly been performing really well with it, and it looks really weird. A lot of cards seem strange, but supposedly it's been doing well. So I mean, I wanted to try it out myself. It seems very interesting, something a little different. Um, so, I mean, I want to talk about some of the weird bits. So, firstly, you have a lot of 5 provision cards, and basically no 4 provisions, which seems really strange. The logic is using refards to thin these out, so you're thinning out Siege Masters each time. You can play out all of these bronzes really efficiently, and because you have so many 5s, Uta Generator is going to be very, very good. Um, I think that's the general logic with it, is you can play Muta Generator for either like carryover, every time you play one of these 5s, it's buffing a 5 in your deck, or you can play it for instant tempo on the board. We've seen that perform really, really well with Siege Masters because they're going to flood your board with 5 provision units. You play a Reinforced Ballista with 2 Siege Masters in hand, you already have 3 5 provision units on the board, so you already have 3 targets for a buff. So that seems pretty interesting. Not to mention, it will kind of protect them a bit more because naturally they are all engines. So yeah, it seems weird. And then also we have Bloody Baron in there for a reset, which I think is reasonable. As I say, very strange list, but I was kind of excited to try it out. But I think the general logic is, I don't know much more beyond the fact I've seen this list. My idea would be to basically use and Rafart in round 1 along with Muta Generator to generate a ton of value, play out all of your 5 provisions, get a lot of carryover, so you can play Siege and these quite tall, buffed up 5 provision units, as well as obviously your good stuff. And then there's Venom Roach to get a load of tempo, slam down 2 engines at once. So yeah, as I say, seems very, very interesting. And we will just have to see how this one goes. Just have to see if it actually performs well. Okay, this could be a few things. So this could be Golden Necker, or it could just be a no fun allowed kind of ball list, but we shall see. Now then, how's this looking? Want to get rid of Winch. Probably just pull a with Natalis. Kind of looking for more of the 5s, but I don't also like throwing away Anseus. It works. It works. Oh, so we'll use Kestrel to get Muta Generator. That's the general game plan anyway. We'll get a ton of carryover. Right, now, so they need to go on the melee row for the carryover, right? No, range row. Boost them in the deck. Shows what I know, right? So we want Muta Generator. And I think we'll put back... The Carrick City Guards are actually quite decent. Mainly because they kind of represent something that old Mr. Opponent is not going to be able to answer too easily because of the Veil. Obviously, this can get like assassinated, energy ousted, but I mean, if they wanted, it's kind of fine by me. I didn't keep the Winch. Obviously, Winch onto Rafard is really, really nice, but I don't expect this to pick out, to be honest, at all. Yeah, we'll play on Muta Generator. So I think this is the Golden Necker version, which I think I'm kind of fine with, to be honest. Next turn we'll play Carabalista. Because although it seems weird, and I still think it looks so weird, and I'm not used to it yet, but this kind of setup of having tons of 5 provision units, because, you know, things like your Rafards allow you to thin so much, as well as the double Siege Masters. The whole, like, rule of 16 thing semi doesn't apply. Now we have a decision. Doing Natalis for a winch, because I wasn't expecting this to stick around this long. A winch would be very nice. Is it better than a year though? Alright, I mean it's risky because we could now miss a year. But I think this is the play. You know, because we thin so much. Because of that, we get an extra thinning. We've got another one from Siege Master. The only thing we're actually missing is AA. That's fine. So now we can just keep piling on that value. I'm obviously aware that we're down on points, but we're not forgetting that that's going to take over. We're not down on points. And now the engines are starting to come down. I'm actually going to put this melee row because that's a ton of points for it. Quite simply, it's a lot of points. You're seeing the tide sort of starting to turn a little bit. Not to mention we've got Siege Masters, you know, playing for 3 when they get spawned out. I just need to be aware of how many siege engines we have left, but, you know, we're fine. We've still got 3 more to come. I'm hesitant to play this for that reason, but, hey, we get a beautiful. Siri. That may be something we unsayce. Because we can unsayce it. A ping here. Ping from Carryover Ballista puts it to 6. We can unsayce, just kill it away. Which I think makes sense. I'm aware that they have a lot of points coming from these knights. However, first things first, let's just do this. Then I'll think about what we're gonna AA.
To a duel I challenge thee.
Completely forgot that Muta Generator should have used this, so we lost a point there. But kind of is what it is, right? And let's chuck down the smaller of the 2 drummers. And again, I'm dropping points. Best game of the day. First game of the day, so I'm a little off the boil. Okay, so we lose AA. You know, we're thinned very nicely now. We don't miss anything, basically. We don't actually want to thin anymore. If that makes sense, because we're going to draw 6 more cards. We'll draw 6 more cards, and then Roach will get us another one. And just now realising that kind of messes up because of the Siege Master. But I guess it is what it is. I know. Need the points. We probably lose this one on even. So, in terms of what we're going to have to do going forwards, because we're going to draw another 3 and then we're going to draw 3. Then we have 2 left in deck, and we only have 1 left in deck if we Siege Master. It may just be a case where we leave Roche in deck and we just don't play him. Because he'll only play 1 card. I'm obviously playing this to absolute perfection, right? Kinda don't care if they banish anything now. If they don't leader, we get out this round. No fun. No fun. But I think we still go in here anyway. We'll play Baron. Yeah, so new generator obviously. Out a great deal there. I don't particularly want to move anything, just in case they have anything range locked. I don't think there's anything, but you know, just off the top of my head, I'm not sure. There might be something. Rather just play it safe. Oh, a sire. A sire, that's one. Sire. This only plays for 6, so we get out the round. We get out the round in a very good spot as well. We have, you know, we're still gaining 2 points. And they have 11 points to make up. Is a fairly reasonable amount. And that isn't enough. Even with a leader charge, that's not enough, so it looks like we're going 2 cards up. Hopefully they go ahead and just put something back for us. I somewhat doubt it, but... it's looking good. I'm pleasantly surprised by this deck. Yeah, this is kind of what I meant. We pull ahead by quite a bit. They got Canter. Canter might be the last card. None of this looks too amazing for them. I mean, yeah, they can term it out a little more. The problem is they're running out of cards very, very quickly. I was concerned about overthinning, but yeah, they're kind of thinning. We draw this round. Okay, they've just thrown. Yeah, the passive points from this very, very strong. I don't have to worry about overthinning anymore, right? It don't matter. It don't matter. And now we just kind of close this game out. I don't have any concerns at this point. We got 3, 6, 7 points to carry over, plus these, however many of these get pulled by Rush. It's kind of over.
I demand satisfaction now.
Just so happens, I mean, they get the 4 damage here, sure, but that's perfectly fine. I think we all know the direction this one's going. Erendite, okay. That's alright. I'm actually gonna Hail Mary, well, I say Hail Mary Roach here. There's Margarita would obviously be the best outcome. But you know, we shall see. Not quite it. and of course the winch was on top. That's just how these things work, right? I think at this point it kind of doesn't matter. Lydia for a winch? Okay. But yeah, this should be more than enough, to be honest.
I pass on every 10th round.
And very impressed with this deck so far, in all honesty. Very, very surprising. Doesn't seem like it should work, but it's performing really, really well. Priestess.
Close ranks.
Yeah, this is going to be fun, isn't it? In fairness, at least they don't really interact with our stuff much. So that is something. This is really not the hand we're looking for this matchup there. I mean, we have Care Scroll. We can get some carryover, but really wanted to see at least one of these so we could get both. So that's really disappointing. Now it's a case of which is more important. Yeah, quite a frustrating hand to get, to be honest. I guess we take Rafards with the Curse Squirrel because then we have a chance of its draw getting us Muta Generator. Whereas Muta Generator is low tempo, we really need to be winning this round. Yeah.
I pass on every 10th round.
Card to put at the bottom of our deck. Card to put at the bottom. Probably just a winch.
It's not about why. It's about why.
And now, pray that we find Muta Generator. Is a good plan. Not this time. Just holding this lock for probably an Istrid. One of the things I noticed very quickly with the nerf to, well, the nerf to Priestess, that it needs to be boosted. There's a very easy sort of fix playing as this deck, is that when you play Istrid, you just use 2 leader charges, and you're kind of fine. Reason being, Istrid boosts cards when you draw them, so you just draw into your Priestess, and they get boosted up, and now you don't even care about the nerf, like it never got nerfed. But I think here is a winch kind of situation. Again, pretending that AA doesn't. Just because this was such a good position. Lets us draw another card, hopefully find Muta Generator. It may be a little bit late, but I mean we can still get some value. Not amazing value, but some. It's something, right? It's something. So we need a leader charge for Anseus, so we could use a leader charge on a Karak City to move this, but I'm not too sure. So let's get our kings in. No Muta Generator this time. But we do get some thinning at least. There's maybe an argument for working in some... what diversion stuff is there? Actually no. Never mind. Ignore me. My pie in the sky ideas do not work. And now in true engine style, we play it after like 5 cards. Instead of this being 8, it's like 4. But this position's nice. Snowdrop doesn't really bother me at this point. I think it's kind of too little too late with it. I mean, obviously Istrid's scary. Mainly because we have Bloody Baron. I mean, if we didn't have Bloody Baron, I'd maybe be a bit concerned here, but yeah, we'll just Bloody Baron this to make us come to save the day.
Bribe me, dimwit. You're supposed to bribe me.
So they will realistically get 2 points more. We get more points just letting Carabalista do its thing. Like, not removing it. We're not really bothered about the 2 damage output from it. So hopefully they explode this, because then we'll just Margarita this. Bad placement by me. If I'd put these 2 here, we'd be up another points. But
I hope we can trust him.
these things happen. And they miss the play. If they had Istrid in hand, you just double jam your leader. Heat wave. Cool. As I say, that 2 damage from them doesn't really all that much. And considering they had a heat wave, I feel like it's a bit weird of a time to use it. Considering now it's had all of its value. And there is a Sunset Wanderers coming out.
Checkmate.
So we'll melee row this and use a leader. Get the bleeding. Because they'll get the draw here. Or they should get the draw here. Or maybe we pass. Pass might be correct. It allows us to hold. Yeah, pass is actually correct, I think. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Right.
Could have put the bloody vodka.
Good. Winning this uneven. Jesus, they definitely win this one uneven. We're not jamming siege here. Tempting as it may be, missing Muta Generator really hurt us this round. Really, really hurt us. Because the problem is, even if we'd have lost this one, we would have felt okay because, you know, we got the Muta Generator carryover. But that hasn't been the case. We just need to do it. I really don't want to play Siege, but we may well be forced into a situation where we have to.
I see you've thought about this.
And it works for us, right? We have to play Siege here. Reason being, Parabalista and this are the only left. And I hate it. I absolutely hate that we have to do it. Any other option? No, there's not really another option. We have to play Siege and then they're going to pass. Kind of all we can do. Or maybe they don't. I was going to say, they don't do anything but pass there.
I'm an officer and a gentleman.
Okay, we find Anseus, that's something. But nothing else really works there. We kind of screw ourselves over. Don't do it like that. Right, let's find Carabali. Oh. Cool.
For king! For country! For freedom!
I'm an officer and a gentleman.
I don't see this going that well. Now we roach.
Mary, that's what matters.
Left, right, left, right.
Maybe an argument for killing this. Again, this is for carryover. The draws have really not gone well. This was
Not bad.
our second to last card. This was our second to last card because we put this drummer on the bottom. Sometimes how it goes. Sometimes how it goes.
Gladly help. I live to see it.
Interesting choice when you could have just pinged this, but okay. We'll still play on. We'll maybe we get something done.
To hit the mark, we aim above the mark.
Have a look at that. Like falling stars.
Believers. We're heading points, we win, right? Yeah, let's have a wild guess at what those two are. Just have a crazy guess at what it could be. No point putting it on this. We're only gonna get one more tick on it anyway.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Mute that. I should have muted it after the first one.
To slay
Nice.
dragons, 'tis our nightly duty.
Have you no honor? Stand and fight!
That's all she wrote. Let's see. Let's see. It depends how big these are. Oh wow. Okay.
Blessed be the sunrise and the sunset.
Why do they do this? I mean, why click all the times? Yeah. Priestess is priestess. What can you say? What can you say? Especially when we don't draw a muted generator. I think if we drew a muted generator and we were able to win round 1, we would have been okay. But neither of those things happened. Kind of is what it is. But I really like this deck. I think it's going to be the one I'm using right now. But quite a bit actually. It feels really interesting. So hope you've enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one.